All right, Allie, I'm going to go over this problem and then hopefully it will help explain a little bit. A scientist drops an object from a height of 200 feet based on a quadratic model, and notice I have quadratic underlined, which best approximates the height at 3 seconds. So I have my table and I have my answer showing on this slide. Is to go back to my answers and find the answer that is closest, and that answer would have been 55. On the next slide, I've kind of written the steps that you would go through in order to do this on Desmos. You're going to add your table. If it asks for a line of best fit, then to find the actual equation, you are going to basically type in slope-intercept form of an equation, except we have to put it in as y1 and x1, and we do not put an equal sign. We are going to use the tilde mark, okay? The tilde, and that tilde represents approximately equal to. If it asks for the quadratic curve of best fit or just the curve of best fit, then you would type in y1 is approximately equal to ax1 squared plus bx1 plus c. Once you do that, you're going to be given the values depending on which type it is, either for M and B or for A, B, and C. You're going to write the equation, and then you're going to replace x with the value that it is asked for. All right, on this slide, I'm going to go through the steps that you would go through in order to do this. You're going to click the plus sign, which is below Desmos, and you're going to choose table, and you're going to put in your x values. You have 0.0, and then we have 0.5. And notice that it started by pushing the blue arrow. It started inserting in this pattern. So we have 1, 1.5, 2, and 2.5. We're going to go to our y values, and we have 200. Second ordered pair was 195. Third ordered pair was 185, 165, and then we had 135, and we have 100. All right, we should be able to see from this graph, if I move the graph over, we are going to see the points showing up. You have 0, 200. There is 2.5, 100. I'm trying to get them to show in a screen. And you would zoom that until you can see those ordered pairs. Now, they do not give us the equation, so we have to get that equation. I'm going to click in the second box, and because this asks for the quadratic curve of best fit, I'm going to type in Y1, push my ABC keyboard. I go over to the right of the squiggly braces, and I see the tilde sign, and I push it. And then I'm going to type in A x1 squared plus b x1 plus c. All right, as you can see, it is now showing us a graph that goes through this particular set of ordered pairs. It also gives me the values for A, B, and C. And what you would want to do is you would want to round those. I would say round to the nearest tenth would be in good shape. So if A is equal to negative 16.4286, I'm going to round that to be negative 16.4. B has a value of 1.0714. I'm going to round that to be 1.1. And C has a value of 199.643. And I'm going to round that to be 199.6. Okay, I'm now going to write my equation. My equation is quadratic. It's going to be ax squared plus bx plus c. When we actually write the equation, we're going to actually put it into a real equation form. We're going to have y is equal to negative 16.4 x squared plus 1.1x plus 199.6. So I replaced A, B, and C. All right, now that I have my equation, it asks for me to find what the height would be after 3 seconds. So that means that I'm going to replace x with 3. So I'm going to have y is equal to negative 16.4 times 3 squared plus 1.1 times 3 plus 199.6. And I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to type that in. I have negative 16.4 times 3, and always make sure that you put your exponents, numbers raised to powers, in parentheses. For some reason, my parentheses is not wanting to work. So let me see if I erase that, if that'll help. All right, so I'm going to have parentheses. All right, parentheses 3 squared plus 1.1 times 3 plus 199.6. And when I do that, I get an answer of 55.3. So my y value would be 55.3. Therefore, what I would need to